going to come out and say something like that in the media, where people are really listening to this, I do believe there should be some kind of oversight committee where he would have to answer to at least justify the fact that he made a mistake publicly, or if he stands by it, and if he has acted in such a manner, then absolutely he can file charges against him.
For the sake of time, so we can get more questions, I agree with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to know, for both of you gentlemen, if one of the two of you got into office, how do we know you're not going to trust you anymore with this office?
Let me make sure, the reverb here, let me make sure. You said if one of us two gentlemen get into office, how would we know?
How would we as the people know not when to trust you anymore?
Well,
when does that trust go out the window?
well, let me say this. When I won't sit at the diner like I have been all over this district and visit with you one-on-one in a booth in a diner, I think that's an indication that government is trying to move away from the people. Obviously, we got to be consistent. I have 6 deeply held values, okay? And they've been values that I go all the way back to my youth. It has a lot to do with my faith and the way I was raised in the home of Steve and Mary Sue Sullivan. Those values are respect, discipline, excellence, honesty, courage, and loyalty. Those are values that I will not compromise. I will not negotiate with you or anyone else. I will not negotiate with a party. I will not negotiate with my children. I will not negotiate those with anyone. And you will know, first of all, I will know when those are violated. I have people that will hold me accountable to those. I'm held accountable to you. This is a representative form of government. So obviously you have a voting record. Obviously you need to be attuned to your government. I will tell you, do not wait to learn of my voting record from the liberal media. You need to keep your government, me and any representatives in it, under watch at all times. Ben Franklin said in 1787, when asked, Mr. Franklin, what type of government did you give us? He responded, a republic, if you can keep it. The premium is upon you keeping it, and you need to be engaged daily, weekly, monthly, yearly with your government. I didn't believe what I heard about Barack Obama. I did my own research. I did my due diligence. When I, as a businessman, buy a piece of property, I do my due diligence before I sign that contract. So therefore, if I don't do the due diligence, I'm not a victim. I just didn't do the smart and wise things. So therefore, we as a country constantly have to do our due diligence to guard not just me, but the 435 members of Congress and the 100 members of the Senate.
When you shouldn't trust me, that's what it is, right? Okay. Project that I'm putting in place, you're going to see me every single solitary month in a town hall meeting. Now, I realize people are working 1, 2 jobs. Some people don't have jobs. They're busy looking for them. You're trying to raise your family. You don't have time to do it. I know you don't have time to get engaged. Well, I'm making it so easy on you, there's no excuse not to. Because this project first week goes into effect the day I get elected. Again, you're going to see me every month in a town hall meeting, one of 4 places across this district, and you can stay in your own home and watch it on the internet if you want, and participate on the internet. So it's all right there. You don't even have to leave your home. All I'm asking for is 1 hour and 15 minutes a month. And that should be easy for you to get. There's something I got to tell you too. The reason I really came up with this plan, because I'm going to be very honest with you, nobody in Congress gives a darn about what you have to say. Nobody does. And the reason they don't is because most people have just given up on government. They feel that there's just no way to contact them, no way to get involved. This is going to get you involved. And once you are involved, you'll never go back to blind leadership again. And we're going to take this national, and it will carry, it will pick up. But to answer your question absolutely directly, you're going to be engaging me every single solitary month. And that's only in the town hall meetings, because if I don't have to be in Washington, I'm going to be in the district.
I use usually talk loud enough. Can everybody hear me?
Did y'all hear him?
Can you hear me? Okay. I take everything this government does personally. I'm an independent. I have always been independent. Because it's just gone nuts. I feel it's gone nuts. And I want to get this straight. I have people out in Phoenix that back the 1070 law, and both of you back the 1070 law, and more than that, the federal law that goes even further into it, that with the government, the police can stop illegal aliens asking for the paper being ordered. And also, I feel as though my religion is under attack. I'm a Christian, and I feel as though the ACLU is after me, my parents, and all my friends who are Christians, and I want it to stop. If I would love to see the Ten Commandments up there at the courthouse or anywhere. I want my religion back. I'm proud of it, and I'm not going to let anybody stop me.
You think we all understand the question?
I'm good with it. I'm good with it. But if you go down to Cross City on the actual courthouse, you can still see the Ten Commandments. They're there. Folks, this is one of the reasons, and I'm going to kind of move a little bit away from your question, only to say this one point. There's a lot of people right now that are pushing for a constitutional convention. And there's some people think it's a good thing, some people think it's a bad thing. Let me tell you what, that's the worst thing you can possibly do. And I really believe this. There's nobody in Congress right now, or running for Congress, myself included, in my opinion, that has fit the shiny shoes of our founders. Because they had a guidance that we've lost. We've really lost it. Our religion is under total attack. Total attack. When Obama comes out and says, we're not a Christian nation, I'm sorry, folks. We were founded on Christian, Judeo-Christian principles. So, yes, we are definitely under attack. And the only way you're going to get that back is to get those kind of thinkers out of the office. It's the only way it's going to happen. The immigration situation. For heaven's sakes, I've got a 5-point plan for immigration. It doesn't cost us a darn penny. But you know what? When you stop that door from opening up this way, we save a fortune. So if anybody wants to talk about the immigration later, I'll give you my 5-point plan. I won't take all the time. I'm here for it.
I hear your irritation over the immigration issue is bothersome to me. First of all, we're a nation of laws. We've always been a nation of laws. And laws create a stable environment and a safe environment. And so therefore, I think that law, I think will pass legal muster. I think Senate Bill 1070, by the way, unlike Eric Holder and unlike members of the cabinet, I have read the bill. It is not, it's not that long. It's about 12 on the internet, downloaded it, read it. And I think that the concurrent enforcement clause, and if you read that, if you read the bill, and you read some commentary on the bill, I believe the concurrent enforcement clause, that they didn't supersede the federal government, they didn't prevent the federal government from doing what the federal government has a constitutional right to do, but what they've done is they said that we can concurrently enforce the same law. Okay? So the states, we are citizens of two places. We're citizens of the United States of America, and we're citizens of the state of Florida. Florida has a responsibility to protect its citizens. The United States government has a responsibility to protect its citizens. I will tell you that I'm amazed that Congress, when passes laws, can ignore laws. Where in the Constitution do they have the authority to ignore and turn a blind eye to the law of the land? So therefore, I think that's dereliction of duty. So I hear your aggravation. I believe in that law. As far as God, let me say this. My faith, my personal faith and my personal relationship in the person of Jesus Christ is something that means much to me. That picture that you have in my little brochure shows a picture of Susan and the girls. When I was 6 years old in early 70s, the same year that I met my wife, Susan, I met Jesus Christ. I invited him into my heart to be my Lord and Savior. I will not negotiate that. I will die for my faith, just as I will die for the little girl then that is now my bride. Okay? And so therefore, sir, I understand the importance of our faith. This nation was founded upon nature's God and the natural rights